Victor Bowl in Victorville, California. We got the title match of today's JBT event. Scratch ahead of handicap today. Harley Swigert looking to tie up his buddy Nick Devlin as an 18-time champ. He trails Nick by 1 in a great back and forth battle all season. But in order to win that 18th title, he's got to prevent Solomon Salama from sweeping the weekend. Solomon, the top seed, has 2 balls left at his disposal. I'll tell you more about that later on when Harley is stuck throwing only that ball. On a pretty high scoring day that was highlighted by Solomon bowling his very first career 300 game anywhere. Leap into that top seed against Harley, who won a semifinal match against Kyle Gilbert. In addition to all of that, they're playing Endless 10th today, once in each conference. This is the turn for SoCal. If you strike on the fill ball, you can continue adding 10 pins to your score as long as you continue to strike. That hasn't played a factor yet at all in this step ladder. We'll see if it happens to play a factor this time. Handicap finishing up their semifinal match over there at Sugarman, Lerma, and O'Neill, with the winner to play top seed Jeff Rada. First high-scoring SoCal event we've had in quite a while. Scores have been low for a few events in a row, and we finally gave them some room to play, and they lit them up today. Solomon, your top seed at plus 374, while Harley right behind at 285 up over 8 games plus bonus spins. Spare strike to open up. And now the vertically challenged but phenomenally awesome 14-year-old? For real? I think that's what he wrote. 15-year-old. Either way, is the defending U15 national champion at Junior Gold, and he's opened up spare double here. 14, says the Peanut Gallery. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. He's ridiculously young for throwing that many strikes, is what he is. Brand new format today, first time we ever tried it, called Use What You Bring. You can declare as many balls as you want. Whatever you declare, you got to use throughout the day. Response seemed overwhelmingly positive. A whole different set of challenges. Had to make a lot more physical adjustments as opposed to just randomly switching balls 800 times. I mean, a good lesson for a lot of folks. Solomon won his second career title here yesterday, about 24 hours ago. Trying to win his second and third career titles in back-to-back fashion. It is hard to sweep a weekend with all the different things we throw at you throughout. Harley's got plenty to say about that, though, as he goes spare double to close to within 10 and can even up the match if he can make it 3 in a row in the 5th frame. Clint's going to tell you all about it while I wrap up the 10th frame and handicap, right?
Clint? Wow.
Right?
No.
Maybe?
No.
Give me a very quiet color commentary from Clint here. Well, if he doesn't say much, watch and enjoy. Because the way they're both throwing, this could go very quickly with a whole lot of X's. Oh, gets the hold. Gets the 3-bagger, and we got a game on. We'll be right. Well, you can keep on watching, and I'll be right back to babble on about it a little later. Chris has been informed that he will get the 5th place plaque at the next event. In Albuquerque, yes. You have to be there now. Back here for the conclusion of this scratch title match. It's been dueling strikes and 9 counts, and Salama's had the better of it. He's in the 230s right now, and that was a brutal miss for Harley. Is now the best he can do is 238. That's the pace that Solomon happens to be on. Remember, it is an endless 10. We're a long way from that, but obviously you don't want to get too far behind to make that endless 10th catch-up task a little too daunting. No problem at the 10. Harley stopped an incredible run from Kyle Gilbert in the semis. Kyle won a roll-off just to get into the semis, and then shot 750 to jump into the stepladder, and then got by Ryan Lee and Kyle Andrews in that order to get all the way up to 3rd. Bit of a breakthrough tournament for him, good to see. She was very happy about it. Big shot for Harley to set up a chance to at least catch up some pins and still stay in this match. All right. He said potential 238. Solomon with 9 spare strike, 9 spare for exactly that 238. Jeffrey, when you're ready, go ahead and take 2 balls on each lane. Solomon can still max out at 269, which would put a chokehold on this match. Tell you what, that is the maybe the most famous target zone in the history of bowling right now, as he just absolutely loves to throw that ball. Like no T-zone ever made. I love it when he balls up to pitch black. When he's light, he shreds the rack. When he's high, he trips to 6. It is Planet Solomon, and we are just all satellite moons orbiting around his weighty gravity. That was eloquent. Ridiculous, but eloquent. That wasn't eloquent? You haven't even talked. You do not get to judge my eloquence if nah is all you get. Quite all right. 2-6. Uh-oh, that one's way right. You see why the left side was pretty playable today, as that ball was a good arrow right, and he had light. Puddle of oil in the middle for both sides today. Just there's more of it left on the left side by now. So he's got 258, but what he doesn't have, no matter what, is the endless 10. So he's going to be done at 258 or 257. These guys are absolutely able to strike all day on this pattern, so Do not yet count Harley out on this, and that is actually a huge miss to drop to 57 because Harley's got an 8 on the count over there. So it takes the endless 10th tie, if you're with me, out of play and gives Harley every chance to win this match. Oddly enough, Harley doesn't have to strike here, but if he doesn't, he'll have to strike on his fill ball. Obviously you want to strike here so you've got less endless 10thing to do. Gets that, so now he must get the next 2 strikes to finish at 238. After he does that, he'll need 2 more strikes to get to 258 and steal it away from Solomon. So Harley gets the second one. He must get this one to finish at 238. And it looks good. Nails it. All right. So Harley's done at 238. I'll tell the crowd what's going on. You can listen in. So Harley is done at 238. He did strike on his fill ball, so he has the endless 10th. Solomon does not have it. So Harley needs 2 strikes to catch up and pass Solomon and take the title away. Harley's going to start on the lane opposite he finished on. He'll have to strike on that lane and then back on the other lane to win it. So Harley, you just finished on the right, right? Yeah. So left lane. Only one time has the title match changed hands because of an endless 10th. Harley's got a chance to be the second. That one's solid. Boy. And how big does that missed 10 pin loom? Because if Solomon had made it and finishes at 258, this next shot here would be for the tie instead of the win. But that's all by the wayside now. We're now down to 1 ball for the title. Will it be steamed Solomon or will it be sullen Swigert? Now that was eloquent.
That was eloquent.
Thank you. Oh! Crashes in high, carries the high hit, gets the break of probably the season for him there. That is a heartbreaker for Solomon, and what a comeback for the second time ever. Harley Swigert gets the endless 10th to take it away, 258 to 257. My goodness gracious. Handicap title match coming up right after this. Solomon taking it well. What a great weekend for him.